for the fourth news, we're gonna react to some gameplay that made a lot of people react this week. It's gameplay from a game that looks so realistic that a lot of people thought that it was real. It's like a body cam footage game that's been developed right now on Unreal Engine 5, and it is pretty impressive from what I've seen. So let's watch
Honestly,
a little bit of that. It's called Unrecord.
I really like this gameplay because it just looks so realistic. Like it looks like you're really outside on like
Into
I don't know Manchester or something. Like
yeah,
the
like
rundown
right off right
building.
there. It looks
Yeah.
pretty too.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to comment not just on what we're looking, but how we're seeing it. You guys see the lensing effect?
Yeah.
Where
Mhm.
there's a con.
It's a buddy
there's like
cam.
yeah, but I'm saying like it's on a convex lens.
Yeah.
The lens that it has is not a flat. And what that
Mhm.
does is I feel like it pulls the fakeness for some reason. I don't know if you guys notice, like if you squint, you can kind of see.
Well, that's why he wanted to do a body cam footage. He tried to simulate a body cam of a real cop that would be
Okay.
shown on TV, you know. So
Yeah,
we've
it's pretty
seen
realistic, but
true
at
footage.
certain
that
points
looks like
they
that.
can look a little fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
but-
watch
but-
what it looks like.
The lens, yeah.
There's no
the
lens.
filter.
It's
No, the
it's like
filter
a-
to emulate a lens. The
Yeah.
filter that emulates the lens. Very good. Okay, I'm yeah.
Wow, like it just looks like a real human. I'm not gonna lie, like we're inside a real building. I really like it. I just love this. Like, if this is on VR, like if you could do VR for this,
Oh my god.
it would feel like you are the cop, you know?
Yeah.
That would be so cool, honestly. Like, I would get like the immersive experience.
This is incredible.
real.
This is really
Like-
impressive.
Yeah, like you're actually in the building.
Look, they blurred the face to make it look like, oh, it's too real.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad. There was a couple weird visual things there, but
Mm-hmm.
and this
Yeah,
is
sometimes
this texturing
sometimes they
is-
appear like that.
this is good
but-
though. On the light,
I love
this
the
texture
water. The
kind of
water is
rich way
amazing.
thing.
yeah, everything. I mean this scene right here is good. I mean it's really freaking good, incredible.
Ooh, the barrels look a little fake, yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Some
see
of the
that.
props are.
See, but the thing is though, normally we're going the other direction with our critiques on something. This way is like we're barely finding anything to criticize. It's like
Mhm.
it's really just like that. Like everything looks.
The
so
car looks so good. Yeah.
I know,
This
it looks
is
so realistic.
incredible.
I
mean,
love the stairs. Like,
Could be
I
it
real.
just looks
Dude.
like we're in this little small warehouse.
back
Yeah.
in the day, 8-bit, you were like, oh, it's never gonna get better than this. These arcade machines, these graphics are insane. Now it's like,
With interactive too. Oh, I love this. It's like Splinter Cell type voicing.
I mean,
Awesome.
So this was something else. Like when I saw the first time the footage, I really was like not
Yeah, me
sure. And then you see like the number on the clip, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
it's like-
I thought it was like a real video of
Yeah.
somebody going inside this warehouse. It's so insanely realistic that it's unbelievable.
yeah, it's really good all the way through here. There's only a few criticisms I have. Like all of this is just so good.
and this is showing like the power of Unreal Engine 5 too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
this is showing what's going to be possible soon. Well, right now.
In here,
Come with Unreal Engine 6, I believe it's just going to be mind-blowingly realistic that even humans would probably like the character, like the real
Yeah.
characters would look
Yeah,
really
VR. This in VR.
Yeah, it has to be in VR. Like the
Yeah, it
immersion would
has
be
to be.
so.
There, go
Wow.
back up like 5 seconds, will you? 10 seconds. Not too much, not too much. Okay, whatever. Yeah, a little more, back up a little more. This scene right in here. Look, pay attention very closely on the very bottom left. See the can? You can't see it at all. And then he puts a light on it, and now you see it, but then it's
It's a
completely
bug.
gone.
Yeah, it popped in.
Yeah, I like that.
So, well, no, what I'm saying is like the lighting. It seems like in open areas like this looks amazing, right?
Mhm.
Very well lit areas,
Mhm.
but in the dark areas, everything just completely disappears.
Well, that's like
Which-
in real life.
No,
Yeah,
not
that's
for
kind of.
me.
I
That's
was gonna
not
say.
my visual. That's not my visual.
Yeah, because
experience.
in real life you need to adapt your eyes and be in
Yeah,
darkness for a
because
long time before you can see.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to see certain things sometimes.
From light to dark,
Yeah,
you won't
based
see
on the
shit.
lighting.
If
Yeah,
you
like
you need to
your
let
eyes
your
has to adjust.
pupil dilate, and it takes a while.
I'm
Mhm.
telling you that
Yeah,
one
eyes
of
tend to like
okay,
delay a
maybe
little bit.
maybe it's just me specifically. You know what? Whatever. We don't have to harp too much on it, but I'm just saying like it. You know, I want to see more gameplay, and I want to see in dark areas where things
Yeah.
kind of all blend together in the darkness.
Mhm.
This is very
that's gonna be
early
scary as
project. This is
that's
very
going to be scary as but it's like almost like it like I like being scared in games where I feel like it's not just that I can't see it completely until it jumps up on me. Like I want to I like games where
But I feel like at
Okay,
this point,
so-
like it could be almost like traumatizing, like, killing someone and like seeing their reaction. Like
Mhm.
if it becomes like that visually like real, like how are you gonna feel in VR when you see someone's reaction to dying? Like,
yeah,
it's-
can you imagine going to a therapist and being like, so I was playing VR and I killed someone in VR and I need to get over it because it was a very traumatic experience for me. And the therapist is going to be like, I don't even know like how they would react to something like that, but I'm sure like we're approaching the and the fact that we have to even think about that because we're really and honestly approaching the age of technology where that kind of reality will be an inevitability.
Because like right now they close their face and everything, but like with technology soon enough you're gonna be like able to like simulate like skin tissue bleeding out and like seeing people die. Like
with what he was talking about earlier about the barrel, there was like a second barrel scene where you could see the second barrel. You can only see it if the light showed on it. Yeah, because it was dark. Yeah, that's the realisticness of it because it's dark. You can't see it unless the light showed on it.
I'm
Yeah.
telling
and
you
in
that
this new Unreal Engine 5, what it does is that you have like ray tracing that simulates real light.
Mhm.
So
what
this
we-
guy didn't have to do extreme lighting like in other engines. Yeah, the light naturally is one sun, and then the glasses and everything let it enter the building like naturally. So
Mhm.
it's like
the problem
you
the
don't
problem,
need to do lighting in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow.
the
It's
problem
like
is
automatic. That's pretty cool.
yeah, except that the reality of how like light works, every object absorbs photons, but the photons that it does not absorb are reflected, and that is the color that you see. So if you see like a red t-shirt, that t-shirt is every color except the color red.
Yeah, we all know that.
Because-
Like, why are you
Okay.
talking about this?
Just to lay grounds for what I'm about to say, not to educate you or talk down to you, right? I'm just sort of
No,
like
I'm
laying-
talking. Get to the point.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll get to the point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when the way that you described it so far, my understanding of the Unreal Engine visual, the way that the lighting works, doesn't seem to be conclusive to how reality works in the same way. It seems to be sort of like a this is still incredibly good. I'm just saying like I'd like to see the objects still hold a little bit of light and bounce a little bit of light
You
back.
understand that the screen is responsible for the light emitting. Like, it has nothing to do the colors that you see with like the
Yeah.
games. And, like,
I was gonna say relevance because we were talking about it directly.
but not only that, but a lighting effect in a game is made to see and reflect on objects. Like, it doesn't produce colors.
Yeah,
like in real
I don't
life.
think colors supposed to matter. Yeah, I think you
Textures is what makes colors in a video game. And your screen is projecting that light into you. So,
yeah, it's just about the visibility of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the light in a game is all about visibility. Do you see or do you not see? And the fact is, with
Yeah.
the Unreal Engine,
And
they
how
can
well
put
can you-
one light and it's gonna reflect enough to light up a room naturally if you only have a window, because it's gonna reflect on all the objects and eliminate the whole theme. Which
I
this
mean-
guy, you see the light coming out from the right side. You see, it's way more. You can see way more there, and it's way darker on the left side of the building because there is no
Yeah,
windows.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's all
I
intelligent.
think the only relation with colors like the shade, like when it's darker, it has a darker shade.
Yeah,
When it's
exactly.
lighter, it has a lighter shade. Yeah, I think that's the only relation to color. If that's what
Well, here's a question. In video games, have you ever seen it where they have an object that has like a bloom around it?
Bloom is an effect.
Yeah.
It's an added effect.
Okay. So, you
You don't have
the object.
bloom in a colored texture. That's a shader.
Yeah.
So you need to put a
That's
shader
what I
on
think.
top of the colors.
Yeah.
So that's why when you were talking about that, and in my head I was going somewhere, and yeah, all I was saying was like maybe it would be cool if the different objects, while in the dark, like the can, for example, because so far something I want to draw into view here for all of us is how much of this takes place in the dark. Like I would still consider this a
lot.
lit area.
Like, look at
Like-
this. And you know how he did the lit area over there? He only put, he only put a hole in the ceiling. And
Yeah.
the hole in the ceiling,
Central.
look, it's
It
lighting up
ties together.
like way further where there is no light at all. Because the light is spreading through objects as, ray tracing does. It's a ray tracing made by Unreal Engine.
Ray tracing. Okay, gotcha.
They call it lumens.
No,
The technology is called lumens.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I'm excited for the game. It looks
Yeah,
interesting.
this is one of the good surprises that we have. We don't know when it's coming out. It's really early to say. But yeah, for me, it was one of the most impressive thing I've seen since a while now. So, for
True. This is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Actually.
Yeah.
Like, most impressive game I ever seen. This is the most realistic game I've ever seen.
I'm really
like,
excited
this
to
is
see what
insane.
they can do with doing a
Yeah.
real project like that. So,
Yeah, I hope that, like in for future Unreals they can make characters look realistic enough to look like humans, just like
yeah,
the sceneries. Yeah,
If you
I
can
hope
tie ChatGPT to Unreal like engine game, platforms. Oh my gosh.
well, you can, because it's an open platform, Unreal, so you can add ons to everything.
Well, it being possible and you doing it and realizing, I'm just saying it would be really cool.